What's up, guys? My name is Zanprez and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. Today's video, I actually have something pretty exciting planned. I'm gonna go over which of the endgame masks that you should get first, and I think that this is a pretty controversial topic and it kind of varies based on your hive and everything. I feel like I say that all the time, but it's very true. Everything in this game is an individual thing. Beachz Simulator is really based around all of your personal stats, so though I'm not going to be able to give every single person their own mask that would work best for them, I hope that this video can at least lead you into making the best decision to decide which mask that you actually want to pick up first. So I think that this video is going to be pretty helpful to some of you guys. If you guys are excited for this video, please be sure to go give it a like, subscribe. We are doing so good on subscribers. Also, join the Discord server and come chat with the community, come chat with me. We're almost at 1,000 members in the server over there, so definitely go head over there. Also, join my Roblox group because I'm gonna have some new merch in-game launching pretty soon, which is actually super exciting too, and I think that it looks really great. So definitely stay tuned so you guys don't miss out on that. And I think the first mask that we're actually gonna cover is the diamond mask. So the diamond mask is the blue mask, but personally I gotta say this one is the hardest one to get to, and since I right now am a red hive, I cannot remember the last time that I went over to a blue hive. So right now I'm gonna actually put in some clips of every single time that I failed trying to get to the diamond mask. I think I only failed 3 or 4 times, but again, that is way too many times. So hopefully you guys enjoy me failing to get to this mask. I promise I eventually get to it. So I'll get back to you guys after that. Alright you guys, let's give this one more try, and I think I figured out the strategy again. I haven't been up here in so long, and there we go. Okay, we made it all the way up. Finally, it took long enough, but the diamond mask has some great stats. You guys can pause here and check it out if you guys are very interested in this, but I'm gonna kind of go over them. The diamond mask is, I would say it's not that horrible to craft. The only hard part really is going to be to get those 5 diamond eggs, because those are pretty hard to get, but you know, you can get them from mobs. Just make sure that you're doing your bug runs, and it does have some great boosts. I would obviously recommend this mask if you are a blue hive, because it does give 1.5 times blue pollen, blue instant conversion, and it gives you capacity, which is really what a blue hive runs around. So it is so extremely important if you are a blue hive to have this extra capacity. So even if you are just slightly blue leaning, I would actually recommend you getting this mask, but this is obviously something that you are able to come up with yourself. Of course, all 3 of these masks are 5 billion each, so keep that in mind. That is a little bit expensive, but it's not as expensive as the crafting resources. This mask does cost 100 glitter, it costs 250 blue extracts, the 5 diamond eggs, and the 150 oils, which is pretty expensive, but I would actually say that compared to the other 2 masks that we'll be going over, this is the cheapest one to get, just because of some of the resources. So yeah, I would totally recommend this mask. It is very good for a blue hive. However, the only thing that I don't love about it is the passive ability on it is called Diamond Drain, and you can also have, I think it's called Bubble Bombs on it as well, and in order to get that, you need to have the Bubble Mask, which is pretty easy if you can afford this mask to get that one. But I would just have to say my one complaint is Diamond Drain. Diamond Drain is really not that great, especially when your bag is super full. It's just not that helpful at the moment, but maybe the mask will get a buff in the future. But I definitely do think that this is a fantastic mask to have, especially if you're just blue leaning, or if you're a blue hive. This is honestly going to be so essential, and it's going to make your blue grinding experience so much easier. Alright guys, now the next mask that I'm going to talk to you guys about is the gummy mask, and the gummy mask is actually the mask that I would recommend it to a lot of people, and this was actually the mask that I got first out of all the masks. So I know a lot of people are like, well, Zanprez is a red hive, he must have got the demon mask first. That is not true. I got the gummy mask. However, I have to say the gummy mask is very expensive, and the one thing that makes it so expensive is the 250 glue. The 250 glue is something, that's just very important in the game. 250 glue is very, very expensive, and the reason why you need glue is to eventually get your gummy boots, and you're going to need 1,000 glue, or actually 999 glue for your gummy boots. So if you spend 250 glue on this, then it might take a little bit longer to get the gummy boots, which, that's totally fine. I really like this mask, and my favorite thing about it is the passive ability. Blue's passive ability is lacking a little bit, but I think that the gummy mask is right on. It's a gummy morph, and basically every 30 gumdrop tokens that you drop, or every 10 gumdrop tokens that you collect from your gummy bee, it's gonna create a gummy morph, and it will instantly convert all goo that you get, and it covers the entire field in goo. So it's basically like 10 seconds of just instant conversion. It's absolutely amazing. I love this mask. I think it looks great. However, it doesn't give that much capacity. It's a 1.5 times capacity thing. I like how it gives defense. One cool thing about the gummy mask is actually when the gummy morph ability is activated, it has more attack than the demon mask, which is kind of known for its attack, which I just think that's kind of interesting, and that's because it gives the gummy bee such a big boost. So if you're gonna have this mask, definitely make sure that you have the gummy bee. However, I think you might have to have the gummy bee to get, no, I guess you don't have to have the gummy bee to get in the lair. Forget what I just said, but you're definitely going to want the gummy bee if you are trying to eventually get this mask. But it is more expensive. Totally would recommend it though. I do just think that it is an all-around great mask, and it's good if you're a white hive. This is the mask for white hives, but it also is a great mask if you're just a mixed hive. I personally was a mixed hive for so long. I never was a white hive, and I still had this mask, and it did amazing for me. And it works in pretty much every single type of field that you want to go in. So I just think that this mask is so helpful. I might be a little bit biased because I did just get this mask right when or kind of just right when the masks were released. I really wanted this mask badly. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys in a little bit, and I will talk a little bit about the demon mask. Alright, so now it's time to talk a little bit about the third and final mask, which is the demon mask, and this is the mask that I use since I'm a red hive. I love this mask. It's very great. I love the design. I love the big horns on it. I am really focused on the design for a lot of these masks too, which might not be a good thing, but I definitely think that just having a cool looking mask helps a lot, and I think the demon mask totally does that. So again, it's 5 billion honey, just like the other ones. Take a or just pause it here if you want to look a little bit closer, but I'll kind of go over the stats. So it has, about 1.5 times red pollen, 15% instant red conversion. It gives you just pollen boost, 1.5 times capacity, the same as the gummy mask, but less than the diamond mask. So it's not great for capacity, but that's not what red is known for. It has instant flame conversion, and it has the passive ability X Flame, which I personally don't really love, but it does help out a lot at times. I definitely think it's more useful than the Diamond Drain. The X Flame, it doesn't really get you as much pollen and honey as you would want, but it's great for building up your Scorching Star, which is so important if you're a red hive, and it's also really great for just helping defeat enemies, because a lot of red hives are also attack hives. So I'd recommend this to anybody that really likes attack as well, because it gives you a plus 25 B attack, and it gives you a bunch of defense as well. The only issue that I have with this mask is how expensive it is. I know that I'm a red hive, but this might be a surprise to some of you guys, but this was actually the last mask that I got. So just because you get one mask first doesn't mean that you can't get the other masks down the road. So I mean, just the hardest part is those 500 stingers. Make sure that you're doing your vicious bees. It is so much easier to get stingers these days because of the daily bonus for stingers. I remember how hard it was right when the vicious bee came out in the game to get stingers, so it is, believe it or not, so much easier to get stingers now. But yeah, so right now I'm actually going over some of my stats because I don't have any boosts on, so you can look at those. I get a lot of questions that people want to see my stats, so here we go. And I also have my badges here. I'm pretty close to getting the Grandmaster for the ability tokens, which is kind of cool. So yeah, these are kind of the stats. I hope that interests you. I also hope that you guys found this video interesting and helpful as well. Let me know what masks you guys got first, or which one you're planning on getting first. Or if you have them all, because good job if you have them all, that's crazy. Also, make sure to go in the description below and join the Discord. Come chat with me in the community. I love talking with you guys, and I might even be able to play with some of you guys, which would be so insane. If you guys like my content, please consider liking, subscribing, turning notifications, and I'll see you guys next time.